It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Thursday, February 1st. We're done with January.
Woo!
Closer to spring and summer and fall.
It's time for the parades again.
There we go. 7 a.m. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Jerry Hogan, Scooter Callis. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. I can't believe it's already February. I already had to do some paperwork. I went into the restaurant and I was checking in the food order this morning.
You didn't put January 32nd down.
And I'm looking down. I'm like, is this date right? Oh, wait, it is. It's February.
February 1st.
Yep.
February 1st, 2018.
It's February.
Here we are. Yay.
Goes quick. Mardi Gras time.
This is
wow.
This is a good month because my birthday's in this month, so it's going to be a good month. I'm just telling you, Jerry.
Really?
Just telling you.
He's getting older.
I think there's a Valentine's special at the Shed. We'll send you to watch Alice in Wonderland.
Now, and I think you guys should celebrate like a birthday week.
Really?
Every day that week.
Do they make black cake?
Every day that week, you guys need to be doing a big
Are you
thing
50
for
yet?
me.
Are you 50?
Not yet. No.
Close?
No. 43.
Woo. 43.
Well, what you did during my birthday week, we'll double it for you, buddy.
All right. I knew you'd have my back.
Well, I think we got, excuse me, President's Day coming up. And, of course, Valentine's Day. We've got in February, we've got some candidates coming in. We're going to have, if the weather holds up, the Democrat nominee for governor, Jared
Isn't there a cutoff day for sign up? Is that like March or something?
Well, yeah, they have to
but
file.
Most of them are usually filed before that, right?
I'll have to check the cutoff date. We're not even close to it yet.
Yeah.
The filing deadline. So, February 20th, we've got Jared Henderson coming in. Going to be looking forward to meeting that gentleman. And so, anyway.
Cool.
We're drinking Brood Awakening coffee. How is it today, Jerry?
Fantastic, buddy.
Oh, yeah?
You did good today.
You like that?
I love it. Yep. Some people put flavoring in, pumpkin spice. All you need is a good cough drop. Flavor it, dude. However
All right,
you want.
Jerry.
Oh, you going to
Batter
sweat?
up.
You got to sweat the Brood Awakening ball.
Batter up.
Look at the logo, Madison.
Brood Awakening coffee with 3 locations to serve you in Mountain Home. Bomber Boulevard, BRMC Lobby, 62 East Plaza. Push it down. There you go.
There you go.
For the best coffee in town, drive in to Brood Awakening. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening coffee, you're just drinking dirty water. Right?
There you go.
Now.
And the morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas. So proud to have the Roller Funeral Home family. Morning, Sheriff. Roller Funeral Homes on board with us. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Eventually, we're going to have their services at one point in time. And there's not a better group in the state of Arkansas when that time comes around. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, with all our respect. Right?
I agree.
Morning prayer this morning. We have another Mountain Home Christian Academy student. I'm so proud of these students. They come in every day. And they have to get up a little bit early, change their schedule, because they have to be here, and then they have to run over to school because we don't want them to be late. This morning, Madison Plant, Mountain Home Christian Academy student, will bring our morning prayer. Madison?
Dear Heavenly Father, I come before you today, and I pray for all the people in the world. I pray they'll run to you, Father, and I especially pray for Mr. Forrest, as he's still in the hospital with some kind of virus, Father, and I pray that he'll get better. And I pray for everybody else in the world, Father, whoever's sick with this flu going around, Father, that all this, that the shots that they will come up with will work, Father. And in Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen. Morning prayer by Madison Plant, Mountain Home Christian Academy student. If you can help the Christian Academy financially, they take no government funding. They teach no Common Core. Their number is 424-6622.
Good job.
Good job.
Good
Mountain Home
job.
Christian Academy, just off the bypass, I think, in Glenbrier.
Awesome.
What do you think? Pretty cool, ain't it?
I
Great
like
job.
Very
that.
cool.
School going okay for you?
Yes.
Good. Great
What grade
school.
are you in?
5th.
5th grade.
Good. Doing great. Wow. Can you believe it? Mountain Home Christian Academy, what a fine education those kids are getting.
Yeah, I really like that school. I like working with them, and they're just.
How's that
it's a
wrestling
great
program over there at Montgomery Christian Academy?
Well, we've kind of combined
have you?
now where they've got their kids coming over working with ours, and they had a little problem with the person that was training it with them got more responsibilities at the church and got some other things that are going and had a new baby.
Oh boy.
So it was a lot. So instead it was easier to combine forces with them, and now their kids are wrestling with ours and just kind of making a big group. So
Call it working together.
it is, but it's something for us because we have a lot of the same values as they have, and it's just something that worked hand in hand, and we're really privileged to be partnered with them.
Then don't y'all have the basketball program down there too?
Yeah, I actually am playing on it.
Really? How's the team
Awesome.
doing?
It's really good, but so far we haven't won a game yet.
Oh, you'll get there. Keep trying.
You'll get there. It takes time to build the team morale together and keep everybody where they're moving as one unit. But you'll do good. You'll do good. Just takes time.
Yep.
Takes time to build it.
Mountain Home Christian Academy, 424-6622. I've got 42 degrees in Mountain Home, 39 at Harrison, 37 in Hardy. It's 32 at Mountain View, Arkansas, 32 at Marshall, Calico Rock at 42, Poplar Bluff, Missouri at 37 degrees, while it's 39 at Branson, 40 at West Plains. In Watford City, North Dakota, they're getting more normal temperatures there for them, -9 and 0 in Anchorage, Alaska. Very thankful it's 42 here. On the radar, there's that swath, Jerry, that you talked about.
We got
There's
another
that-
That is
swath.
a
We got
good
a swath.
swath, buddy.
We have a swath of precipitation from Wyoming back into Nebraska, Kansas, Illinois, Missouri, Indiana, Ohio, goes into New York and Pennsylvania and out through New Hampshire and Vermont. There's that swath.
It's not an impressive swath.
Yeah, it's
but
kind
it
of a
is
light one, ain't it?
Kind of weak.
Yeah. But
Well, I think they still are predicting it to bring something into us.
yeah, eventually Sunday or Tuesday or something like that.
I
So
was hearing today. I think they said as much as early Saturday night.
really, mm-hmm. We'll take a look at the roads in Arkansas. Looks like all highways are clear. 62, 412 east-west, Highway 65 north-south, Highway 63 and 67 north and south. Look like they're in good shape. Interstates 30, 40, 49, and 55 in Arkansas are all clear at this time. Take a look at Missouri. See if I can hit the Columbia, Missouri radar here. Well, some of that I picked up on the St. Louis radar. You can see Vandalia, Illinois there, Mount Vernon, Illinois, Effingham, Illinois, and I-70 and I-57 picking up some light precip there in Missouri. Jeff City to Columbia getting some of that, so it's not affecting I-44. See if I can get a better radar stop. Let's go over here to about, there's a Springfield. Sedalia to Columbia to Kansas City getting that light precip. So right now I-44 is not being affected by that too much, and probably not much on I-55 as well. And so,
Why don't you look up and see what they're calling for on the forecast for Mountain Home?
well, okay. That is just a click away. Get on back.
I
to
figured.
Yeah, click, click, click.
I'm going to go ahead and
Mountain
bring it
Home.
up.
Mm-hmm. And while I'm doing this, let's reiterate what the Down on the Corner program is all about. It's all about local. And if you'd like to be on the program with something, give us a holler. Right?
You bet. That's what it's all about.
All about local. 20% chance of light showers on Saturday. Saturday night, 40 to 40% it says, and then dropping 20%. Chance of rain, wintry mix. Sunday, light chance wintry mix and slight chance of rain, high of 43. It doesn't get too terribly cold, it doesn't look like right here, for a while.
Just curious.
So Saturday night, a little bit into Sunday, so we might see a snowflake or two and maybe a little bit of ice and then some rain.
It's not bad.
We're still awful dry.
Yeah, we are.
We're still awful dry, and so we just have to be careful.
All right.
So, Jerry, what you got in community calendar stuff here?
February 3rd, archery shoot in Ash Flat, Arkansas. That starts at 9 a.m. on Saturday. It's an outdoor 3D archery tournament. So
Really?
look into that. And then we have my personal favorite, February 2nd through the 4th, the Crafters Weaving Weekend Workshop.
That's on Mountain View, ain't it?
Mountain View.
Yeah, be fun.
What was that?
We're moving on. Say it once and move on. And then here, locally, February 14th. This is a big production. I understand it's one day and one day only.
Really? For that big of a
Alice
show?
in Wonderland. At the Shed, there's going to be $25 adult tickets, $12.50 for student. And Christy Kern does a lot of pulling the strings to get these big time acts come through here. We're kind of the midway point of where these acts travel. So she does have to do a lot of work to get them to stop in here. So if you fill up the Shed, they keep coming. Just as simple as that.
All right. I think it's about break time unless you've got something going on.
We're good. Oh, we got the state youth wrestling tournament this Saturday. We're headed down to Russellville. We got 14 kids going. I'll bring a list in tomorrow and kind of read off some names of who's going to compete. But our youth program's got 14 kids going to state this year. So
That's good.
Good deal.
yeah, I'm looking forward to running 300 mile an hour at that tournament. But
You're going to be tired come Sunday.
yeah, I will be wore out. I'll guarantee it. It'll be all I can do, jump from mat to mat to mat to mat. So we got some good coaches, so it should ease it up some. But
What's on the menu at Old Time today?
Old Time Restaurant. Let me find that logo. I'm going to put it up.
Biscuit and gravy.
We got the 2 pancakes, 2 sausage and bacon, 2 eggs for $5.88. Or for lunch, we had Salisbury steak.
Ooh,
And-
that is a good
And
lunch.
she makes it right there in the hand. Or homemade chicken pot pie.
Ooh.
Both of them come with 2 sides, roll of cornbread for $6.88. Can't beat it.
All right.
And don't forget the pies. We've got a stack of pies in there.
And
Try
they
that.
are good.
Vinegar pie, coconut cream pie. We got it.
Chocolate pie, grasshopper pie, banana pudding pie.
You're going to name off all
Turtle
30
pie.
of them. We don't
Vinegar
have
pie.
all 30 in stock at one time, but you can't order.
You have to rotate them a little bit.
Yeah.
Scooter, take us to break. Sheriff Montgomery's here. Going to be talking with him for the rest of the hour, so stick around.
Be right back.
Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
Coming in 2018, VHF Archery Range, brought to you by DeerHunterFan.com TV and Steadyform. This 10,000 square foot indoor climate-controlled archery range will feature 3D targets, 3D pop-up, and state-of-the-art video shooting. DHF Archery Range will be open to the public and available for all ages. It's a great facility for hunters and archers alike and located in the center of the Ozarks in beautiful Bull Shoals, Arkansas. That's DHF Archery Range coming in 2018. Keep on the lookout for more details and their grand opening announcement soon.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home. More than just propane, Reeves Propane provides you full-service propane delivery as well as tank and piping installation. We are your dependable choice, offering the very best in personal service with on-time deliveries and competitive prices. Reeves Propane also sells and installs tankless water heaters and appliances and can even convert your gas cook stove to liquid propane. So no need to fuss and cuss about bad service. Call us at Reeves Propane. We greatly appreciate your business, and God bless.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple walk to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Why would I?
And we are back. It's 7:15 on this Thursday, February 1st, and we're starting our visit with Sheriff John Montgomery. And I have to tell you, Sheriff, that was kind of apprehensive about following through with this interview because you've had one heck of a bad week. I mean, I don't want to start off on a bad note, but you've been through a lot.
We've had a tough week. We lost one of our officers, Sergeant Eric Neal, passed suddenly from an apparent heart attack a week ago today, and he's been with the sheriff's office, I think, since the year 2000. So he'd been there roughly 18 years, and dear friend, and played a very valuable role in what he did. And so we just laid him to rest yesterday, and of course, Tuesday, and had full honors at the cemetery, and big turnout, lots of support from the public. But it's been a tough week.
It has.
He was 45 years old.
Yeah. The picture of you presenting the flag to the mother, that's quite a touching photo. Have you seen those? Have you gone through those? Yeah.
Yes. Those are, a lot of things that have happened in my career, coming up on 30 years. But I can tell you, being sheriff, I've had to do that several times, and that's probably the hardest thing that I ever have to do.
Wow. I don't know, just kind of a shock to we've had, there's other situations throughout the county and the city, and it's just been, in fact, Jerry, we've got the February 4th 2 o'clock prayer for the community on Sunday coming up at the fairgrounds.
No, they've changed. It's not the fairgrounds. It's at the C3 church.
Over at C3, okay, good.
They changed that due to the potential cold weather and stuff coming in, so they decided to move it to C3
good, over
church.
C3, okay. So, I mean, I don't want to get off on a bad note, but I want folks to realize that being a sheriff is not running around a vehicle with blue lights flashing all the time. You're out to serve and protect, and when one of your own is taken from us, that hurts. I mean, it affects the families, but it affects that department.
Oh yeah,
there's that void. There's forever that void.
Well, and I think one of the things when it happened, of course, myself and others were at the hospital Thursday night, but Friday morning I've got to call a staff meeting with my management team because, and I mean, we're sitting there saying, this is the time to grieve, but we've got the sheriff's office to run, and we now have a major problem because frontline supervisor is gone, and so scrambling to, I mean, it's just tough to have those business meetings, if you will, but you have to have them. I mean, we got to figure out what's how we're going to continue to operate, and I'm very, very proud, in spite of everything, how the men and women stepped up. People come forward. I'll do whatever I got to do to get through this, and so and appreciate state police and Mountain Home Police took calls for us so that we could all attend the funeral, and again, partnership with the other law enforcement really stepped up.
So what now? I mean, you've got some funding that's going to be starting in, but that's not an immediate funding. You're going to have the expansion, but now personnel. I mean, you've lost some key personnel.
Yeah, we have. And
it's not like you guys are getting filthy rich down here doing this.
No, we've lost, in fact, we've lost 3 in the jail just in the last couple of months that left to go elsewhere to make more money, which I can't fault them. They've got families and so on and so forth. And so one of the things that we're hopeful, I mean, we're short-staffed in the jail anyway. The jail's probably the toughest part of the sheriff's office there, and jail, we're short-handed. We've been written up 3 years in a row for being short-handed, and so, but there's no money. Yeah, it's coming. You're right. And so once the jail gets expanded, we will be hiring additional staff and so on and so forth. And so
there is light at the end of the tunnel.
There is light at the end of the tunnel, but it's like I said, it's just I know my staff's getting tired of saying we've just got to hang in there until the middle of 2019. And I've been saying this now for a year. We just got to get there. But it's just tough. But at the same time, I said it and I mean it. I'm very proud of the men and women that work there because they're helping keep our community safe, and very, very proud of them.
Our thoughts and prayers are still with you and the families and the sheriff's department and all the stuff going on. And then we've lost some other folks due to tragedies and illness, and so it's been kind of tough in January. I'm trying to go see January move on and maybe some brighter days ahead in February.
Yeah, I've lost count how many funerals I've attended in January.
Yeah, it's too many. Yeah. Jamie Leach was here yesterday from First Step, and we got to talk about addiction. I want you to kind of talk a little bit. What can we do as citizens? And I know this is kind of a Pandora's box I'm opening up. We have the opioid tragedy going on. I call it a tragedy. Kids dropping acid. I haven't heard that term since the late 60s, early 70s, and there was a death related to that. The insanity's got to stop. Where do we start?
Well, that's a tough question to answer because a part of it, I think parents, if you're talking about children, parents have got to not be in denial. It's like, can't be my kid. My kid wouldn't do that. You cannot be in denial, and you've got to look for some of the warning signs. And there's, depending on the type of drug, the different type of warnings that come up, and attitude, behavior, and that's tough because when you're dealing with teenagers, you've got, they have attitude, behavioral issues just in general, and so weeding through and deciding, and don't be afraid to talk to your kids. That's the first thing. When you're talking about adults, you have to be that friend, because the problem that you have, the meth is still there, but the opioids has become so bad, and the scary part, there's part of the opioid you've got. Of course, you're familiar with morphine, and now you've got fentanyl, okay, which is like 100 times more potent than morphine.
That's what Jamie was saying, yeah.
Okay, well now you've got what's called carfentanil, which is like 100 times more powerful than regular fentanyl. All right, and so what they're doing, and I attended lectures on this 2 years ago. The DEA took some of us to Washington, D.C. to talk about this is coming, and it's here. But the carfentanil, they're mixing, we're talking minute amounts, tiny amounts, but they're mixing it with other drugs.
Jamie said that if you took a penny, now this is Jamie Leach from First Step, she said if you took a penny and put a drop on Lincoln's ear, that's the amount they're putting in that's just blow you out of water.
Yeah.
That's that small of a drop.
Exactly. And so the scary part, besides the drug use anyway, is now you can't be sure, because you think about it, who generally is mixing up that cocktail? Who's making the meth? Who's providing the heroin? And of course, heroin in its pure form would kill you. But so what they do is they cut it with some other type of substance to, one, make it go farther, but also to reduce the potency. So that's the idea of putting this, again, you get this carfentanil and you can put a tiny bit in and you can achieve that for very small amounts. But who's generally making those cocktail of drugs? It's the druggies. So besides the drug itself, now you're trusting someone that's stoned or high or strung out or whatever that's making it. And so are they going to get it right? And just like you said, so what happens if they put a drop and a half on Lincoln's ear? Okay, you've just and when I was in Washington D.C. a couple years ago, there was a police chief there from a small town, and it was either Virginia or West Virginia, and they'd had, I think it was like 18 deaths in 24 hours because
I remember you talking about that.
Because someone they mixed it wrong. And if you look at the sheer number of opioid deaths across the country every year, it's just mind-boggling, and growing. And so that's a problem. And so we've got, when you see your friend, that's getting hooked, you've got to step in and you've got to be that tough friend, if you will. Because again, it goes back, you can't get help if you don't want help.
True.
And
well, why start? That's my, why.
Well, but in this case, in the opioids, it's not that simple. While there certainly is abuse right off the bat, where someone goes from one drug to the next and the other, I've actually known people who had a severe injury, and so the doctor gives them opioids, and they get hooked. And so the problem with the opioids, and while I'm certainly no expert, it's a matter of when you're hooked, you have to have it. You cannot live without it, and so you will do whatever it takes to get it. And so for those people who get hooked by it, I say honestly, because again, they were prescribed it by a doctor for pain. That's tough. They get hooked. So, but you got to be that tough friend. Now at the same time, I think I don't think there's one answer that fixes this. I think it's a education issue. I think it's trying to find other alternatives for pain relief than opioids. Even the prescribing, instead of prescribing 25 tablets, you prescribe 5 maybe.
Yeah.
Where it's just a short term. I had major shoulder surgery last year, and I think, I don't remember, but it seems like they gave me, the prescription was, about a dozen pills. Well, I think I took 2, and then the rest took the drug drop off and got rid of them because I don't need them, and I don't want them in the house. And that's the other thing, if you're listening, don't leave those leftover medications, I don't care what they are, in the house if you're not using them. And if you are using them, put them in a place that's not obvious. Don't put them in the medicine cabinet or in the bathroom drawer. Put them someplace not obvious, because we take report after report after report of people's houses either getting broken into, or a service person comes in to do work at your house, or a caregiver, and all of a sudden the drugs end up missing. And so put them in a place.
Can you believe it?
Put them in a place where it's not obvious. You know where they're at, but nobody else does. And if you're not using them and you're done with it, we have a permanent drop box there at the sheriff's office. You can just drive up and stick them in. And if you're not sure where that is, you can even come in the front door and we'll take them there. So, and let's get rid of them. And of course, when they come to us, they're incinerated. So,
can you imagine having an HVAC guy or an electric guy or something coming in and checking something in the house, and you trust them to come in and repair something, and they steal your prescription drugs?
Happens several times every month.
I believe it.
I can't. That's hard to swallow. No pun intended. But my goodness, stealing prescription drugs
happens. And typically, again, I need to use your bathroom because people leave them there, and so that's why I'm saying don't put your prescriptions in an obvious place.
Can you believe it? Oh boy, what's this world coming to? 7:29 on the 1st February. Visit with Sheriff John Montgomery. We need to take a break. Be right back.
Be right back.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Hi, I'm Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup. If anybody needs trash service in the area, please give us a call. Arch Trash Service is veteran owned, and I've been in the local area resident for over 20 years. I'll provide a better service than the other guys and even provide front door service trash pickup for those that aren't able to take their trash to the curb. We'll also pick up almost anything and even provide free recycling. I am Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup, and please give me a call for all your trash service needs.
With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
Life is too short.
And we are back. It's 7:32 on this February 1st, 2018, visiting with Baxter County Sheriff John Montgomery. Let's talk about some happy stuff. What do we got some happy stuff?
Okay, let's talk about scams.
Oh,
Jerry, pay attention.
We have 2 or 3 scams. There's lots of scams, but there's 2 or 3 that's kind of happened recently. One is the electric company scam, where they call and say, "Hey, we're getting ready to disconnect your power because you didn't, make your payment, and so you better give me your credit card and let's get this caught up to date." Okay, first of all, that's not the way they do things. So if you get one of those calls, hang up and then call that utility, whether it's electric, phone, gas, whatever, and say, "Hey, look, I just had a call." Another one that's going around is the IRS calling, threatening to come pick you up and lock you up because you're behind on your taxes. That is not the way the IRS works. So if you get one of those calls, again, hang up. I even tell folks, if you get one of those calls, just say, "Hey, you know what? Sheriff's a personal friend of mine. How about I'll just meet you down at the sheriff's office and we'll get this taken care of."
Click.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I got the electric call.
Did you?
Yeah, I got the electric call, and at the time I didn't know anything about it. And he's telling me that we didn't pay our last month's thing. That he's got a disconnect notice and just wanted to make sure if I wanted to take care of this before he had to send somebody out, just kind of like a courtesy call. And I told him, let me look into it, give me a call back, blah, blah, blah. And at the time, I'd went to the Baxter County Sheriff's Department, and on your website, you had that scam printed out. And they kind of find out we're with a different electric company. So he called back, and I explained to him, I said, well, there's two problems I have. One is we're not with your electric company. Two is, according to the Baxter County Sheriff's Department, this is a scam. And he just clicked. I'm like, hello, you don't want to talk to me about this? Hello. So, yeah, it went around. I called my mom, because my mom would be the type that freaked out and grabbed her credit card and started giving numbers. You know, oh, I'm so sorry. So I had to call my mom and warn her. But yeah, it's going around.
You know, and I've heard when you get them on the phone, don't say the word yes.
Yeah, because it depends. There will be certain contracts and stuff that if you say the word yes, then they can take that and edit it. And so if you ever deny you ever signed up for something, they go, no, here's your recording where you said yes. So, if in doubt, just say, I'm going to call. I'm going to call the sheriff's office. The other thing on this that happens and continues to happen, and we take reports, people fall for it. You've won a prize. Just remember, if you have to pay a single penny, it's a scam. So if they say all it's going to cost you is 10 cents, click, sorry, scam, done. And so you don't have to pay to win a prize. I use the example. You happen to win the Powerball tonight, tomorrow, whenever it is. What's going to happen? The government's going to get taxes. So are they going to send you that money and then ask you to pay the taxes?
No.
They're going to take the taxes out and then send you the money. So you're still not having to pay to receive a prize. And so don't fall for that. And and again, you mentioned we do have those sheets at the sheriff's office that we hand out, and I've done several talks around, talking about that. And in spite of that, we still have victims.
Well, here's another one, Sheriff. Justice Rhonda Wood, Supreme Court. Well, been friends with her since she was elected. But this is on Messenger, and it says, did you see the news on CNN? I said, no. Why? Don't tell me you didn't know about the ongoing the lottery organized by World Bank. They're giving thousands of dollars to thousands of people all over the United States. This is a Supreme Court justice who got scammed. I replied by saying, scammer. Then I called another friend of the Supreme Court, said you need to tell this justice they're being.
Are you sure she sent that?
It wasn't her. She's being hacked.
That's
she was hacked.
That's the point.
And so, I got a hold of Justice Womack, and I said, call Justice Wood and tell her she's being hacked. So I typed in scammer and didn't even go back, and that was the last of that. But that's how, but everybody's vulnerable to this.
All right. So here's a question for. I'm going to put all three of you on the spot, and then your listeners, of course, can't raise their hand. Have you changed your Facebook password in the last 90 days?
Yes.
I did.
I have. No.
All right.
I did, because something was going a little haywire with it, so I went in and changed it. And make sure
you should change it at least every 60 to 90 days in your Twitter or whatever other, and you need to do some combination of capital letters, small letters, numbers, and have at least one special character, whether that be a period or an exclamation point or whatever, and have one of those in there and change it every 60 to 90 days. Now, you do that, there's not a guarantee that you won't get hacked, but the problem is, and I would almost bet you she has not, and therefore that's how they eventually figure out. So if you change it every 60 to 90 days, you will reduce the chances of that happening tremendously.
I had a phone call, it's been a few years ago, about somebody. I'd won some money or whatever, and it was going to cost so much to get it to me. And they were very professional on the phone. They're very good at what they do, And of course, right off the bat, you're thinking this is a scam, and went so far as him sending me a letter with all the information on it. And I wasn't sending any money. I'm not crazy, but they had agreed to deliver the money or the check or whatever it's going to be, and at that time they will need a check from me from this amount. So I'm thinking, all right, somebody's going to physically deliver this. So I took the letter to the sheriff's department, and they actually told me to go ahead and set up the time and place, and you guys had a sheriff come out, and we parked him around back, and we were just waiting for this guy. He never showed up, but I thought they were actually,
that'd be funny,
the one time they were going to be stupid enough to think that they're going to get a check, and somebody going to show up and give me a check that's no good, but get a check from me and be able to get the account numbers or whatever they needed from it. But
yeah, and those bogus checks happen quite often, where you get a check in the mail, or you'll meet somebody online. There was a case, probably been about a year and a half ago, and I got called because a friend said, "Look, this my friend is falling for this, okay, and I cannot convince her." Well, when she told me who her friend was, I knew the lady, and so I called her, and I like to never convinced her that she was falling prey to a scam. Now this is an intelligent person. This is not someone that maybe is getting elderly and is not thinking clearly, because that's typically who the scammers prey on. No, this was an intelligent person, and I finally convinced her that she was falling, but she had already sent some money in, and they were wanting more.
Boy, and the funny thing is, they've got the Fayetteville area code 479. Some of them have the local with a 656, which is a common prefix here.
Well, it's spoofing, and so if anything, I wish they'd pass a law that would make it illegal to disguise your phone as another. It's one thing if you want to have a private call or whatever, but to disguise your number as somebody else's, and it's called spoofing. And so typically I'm not going to answer my phone if it's not a number, my cell phone. I'm not going to answer it if I don't recognize the number. Mm-hmm. But one day I'm looked down and my phone's ringing, and it's me. And I'm like, how is it that you're calling myself? Well, they had spoofed my number, and so they were calling me on my own phone number.
Ooh, wrong person to spoof.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
But that's what happens. People think it's a local number.
Yeah.
Local person, and so
what'd you do? I bet you had fun with that phone call.
I did. Played along with it for a little bit, Yeah, they hung up on me before long.
What'd they do when you said, "I'm Sheriff Montgomery, Baxter County"?
Click.
Oh, how do they get started in this stuff?
Well, there's banks. Most of this a lot of it happens in Jamaica.
Yeah.
In foreign countries, and they've got, from what I've been told, they've got, it's just like a room full of people at little cubicles, and there are people sitting there at their desks. So that's all they're doing all day long. So they call and they call and they call. So what if they call 1,000 people in there and 999 of them say no? But the number 1,000 said false for it. Okay. Well, they just made money. And so when you got a room full of people all doing that, every day, you're going to get an occasional somebody falls for it. And it becomes very profitable.
The sad part is they're good at what they do. I mean,
the ones I'm getting about staying at a resort somewhere.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? They want to discuss my credit card balance with me. My credit card balance is 0. I don't have a credit card. So I just kind of chuckle along with those.
It's crazy.
So, I mean, how do we make people more aware? Especially we've got a large retired population in Baxter County,
Well, we talk about
it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
We talk about it. I mean, myself and my staff, anytime we go anywhere, I mean, that we bring up the scam issue, no matter what the topic we're talking about. Just, you know, it's education, but at the same time, it's kind of like how many times we've talked about the Publishers Clearinghouse scam.
Oh boy!
And it's like somebody walks in and and you know they're a victim, and you're like, how did you? I mean, how? I mean, we've been talking about this for years. So how did you not?
I mean, the Publishers Clearinghouse thing. I remember we'd get that in the mail, and they had the little stickers for you to put the little. Remember all those? Are you the magazines? You wind up coming up with 35 different magazine subscriptions. I mean, to me, that's the biggest one of them all. Publishers Clearinghouse. Does anybody ever win that money?
Sure. Oh yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're a kid.
No, haven't you seen the pictures of them when they're walking up and handing somebody a check?
Oh yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
Poster board check.
Poster board check. Yeah.
Take that right to the bank.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Even Ed McMahon fell for that one, didn't he? I don't know. Yeah, I remember those from years gone by, from 40, 50 years ago. You get the little stickers. I want Life magazine and Look magazine and this one. You know, you put the little stickers on and mail it in. The more magazines you subscribe to, the better chance you had of winning the big prize. Remember all that? You remember that?
Yeah, I remember. I never really did it.
We always stuck to stickers, though. They wound up throwing the thing away.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, 7:45.
As a kid, it's fun to play with the stickers. But
yeah, that's about it. 7:45 on February 1st. More with the sheriff right after this.
Life is too short to wear boring clothes. Welcome to Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique, where we carry the latest trends and fashions and accessories at prices anyone can enjoy. Feel beautiful while looking fabulous with a large range of fashions that fits anyone's sense of style. You're sure to discover something unique and new at every visit. Shabby to Chic also features 12 professional stylists, aesthetics by Amy J, a nail technician, and 4 tanning beds. Excite your style at Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique in Mountain Home.
They said, I'm not ready to move. I'm not ready for such a change. I'm not ready to give up my independence. Then, after receiving a lot of love and encouragement, they moved to the Good Samaritan Society. They said, I should have done it years ago.
Senior care and services from the Good Samaritan Society.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
Coming in 2018, DHF Archery Range, brought to you by DeerHunterFan.com TV and Steadyform. This 10,000 square foot indoor climate-controlled archery range will feature 3D targets, 3D pop-up, and state-of-the-art video shooting. DHF Archery Range will be open to the public and available for all ages. It's a great facility for hunters and archers alike and located in the center of the Ozarks in beautiful Bull Shoals, Arkansas. That's DHF Archery Range, coming in 2018. Keep on the lookout for more details and their grand opening announcement soon.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
If you want the
7:49 on this February 1st, and the sheriff has shared with us on the website. I'm going to let you tell the story. Scooter's going to bring this up on the screen. This is from the Baxter County Sheriff's website. Go ahead, Scooter and Sheriff.
Was looking at the statistics on our website. Now, we've had a popular website, and this website was pretty cool because it was originally developed around the conference table in my office, and ended up hiring a local company to build it, Brooks Jeffrey Marketing, and they built that website for us, and that we launched it in, I believe it was November 2007. And we've added some modules to it as time's gone. It has become so popular that that same website now is in more than 50% of the counties in Arkansas, sheriff's offices. And also, it is, I don't know how many states, but it's all over the United States. And it's pretty cool when you go to a national sheriff's convention or training, and other sheriffs come up and make it a point to come see me. Now that's very cool. So, in middle of January, I pulled up to see what the stats were for the year 2017, because we'd had phenomenal numbers the last 2 years. So they were so astounding that I decided I just need to do a press release on it. And so if you go to the sheriff's website and you click on press releases and go down, I think it's about the, I don't know, 5th or 6th one down, Baxter County Sheriff's Office has staggering numbers on. So you think about it, Baxter County's 42,000 people. So last year we had more than 2.5 million people visit. That's how many visits we had to the website last year.
2,555,660.
Now, for y'all to kind of understand that that's a visit. That's every time you go. Okay. And so we have people that go every day, and sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. But the other number that's unbelievable is the unique visitors. Okay, so as I understand it, if you go on, like right now, you got counted as a visitor, but you can go back on every day, and you're only going to count that one time for that month. Okay. So I also noticed that in the month of July last year, we had this huge spike. And I was trying to figure out, why did we have this huge spike? And by huge spike, more than 77,000 unique visitors in the month of July last year.
Did you ever figure out why the spike?
I did. We changed our website and upgraded it. And we announced that we were doing an upgrade.
Oh.
And it made it's much more user-friendly.
Now, that's 77,000 people that went to that website every day for a month.
A lot of people.
Well, we don't know if they went every day. We just know that was that many different people that went to the website. So even if they went every day, it still only counts as one.
Yeah.
That's where that 2.5 million comes in. Okay.
Gotcha.
But we also launched our mobile app. So the mobile app, of course, is a free download on your Google Play Store or your Apple, whatever they call it, app store or whatever it is. You just go in and type in Baxter County Sheriff. It's a free download, and that has been extremely popular, and all kinds of positive feedback. It's so easy to use, and it's right there on your phone. And so, again, the numbers are just unbelievable, and they continue to grow. We hit 2 million the last 2 years in a row and thought that was unbelievable. And then here we are at 2.5 million in 2017.
Impressive. The website helped catch the bad guys?
Oh, absolutely. And several things. Are you still got this up on the screen?
I can put it back.
I was going to say, back out of that, Dale, and let's just go to the regular, to the home page.
Home right there.
Yeah. So one of the things that's so popular with this, and people like it. So if you go to the inmate roster and you click on it.
Right here, inmates.
And then you're going to put current inmates.
Right there.
All right. You can either look at who's in jail right now, and that's who's in jail right now. We have 98.
With a 100-bed facility, that's not bad.
And keep in mind, that some of the isolation cells have 2 beds in it, but only can have 1 person. So I assure you that there's some of them are sleeping on the floor. And by the way, I don't care if they sleep on the floor. It's just the federal judges don't particularly like it. Okay. Yeah. But you can see who's in jail right now. The other option you had a while ago was a 48-hour release. You could see who has been released in the last 48 hours. Okay. People use that. We have a lot of teachers that use that. And so while they can go to that website, by getting the app and downloading it, it will, send them an email either an email or a text every morning at 6 a.m. and give them a list of everybody that's been arrested in the last 24 hours. The reason so many teachers use it is because they recognize if little Johnny, little Susie comes to school and they realize that mom or dad got arrested the day before or the night before, they can now take kind of special precautions or care, if you will, with that student. Same thing on press releases. They get those. Obviously, the sex offenders, it shows where all the sex offenders live in the county.
Want me to hit on that?
Yeah, sure.
Except it continues.
Yep. All right, so there's Baxter County, and those little dots or balloons, I guess, is where all the sex offenders are.
Let me increase that, Scott. I'm going to hit
Go
that.
ahead. I'm on the page. We're following you along, or following along with you.
All right.
There's the state line right there.
All right. So now we're only allowed to put up the level 3s, level 4s, and some level 2s. We're not allowed to put all of them up. The low risk level 2s we're not allowed to put up on the website.
Why?
It's the law. And while we've tried to get that changed, we've made some progress because we used to not be able to put any level 2s up. And so now, if the bad guy was at least 18 years of age and the victim was 14 or under, now we can, we call them a high level 2. We can now, and we got that law changed a few years ago to allow us to do that. Now, one of the things I want to point out, I get this all the time, well, why do we have so many compared to everybody else? Nope, we actually don't. We have, percentage-wise, we have less. But you know about them because we make it a point to let you know when new ones come in and registered and where they live. But what you can do, and if I think there's some blue, I'm trying to look over, but that blue, those colors mean yellow. Yeah. Yellow is a level 3. A green is a level 2. You see one little red dot up by Midway.
Yeah.
That's a level 4.
Ooh.
That's a violent sexual predator.
Now I can click that and bring it up.
Yep.
William Claude Shelton.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And so then the blue means that they've moved in, but they've not been assigned a risk level yet.
Okay.
So pick number 4. Pick the red one. Okay. Can you click on that?
Yep.
All right, Shelton. All
yep.
Right, click on that. So there is the level 4. Tells what he did, gives his address. Okay.
First degree 2 counts in sodomy. First degree 2 counts 42089. 2 minor male. Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
So that's the power of that. And you can sign up for the sex offender notifications, for example. And so anytime a sex offender moves into the area or moves locations in the county, it'll pop up a press release. So parents with young children, a lot of them love that feature.
Yeah.
That way you get notified.
Good job. Minute and a half. When does the sales tax kick in? The first one.
They start collecting April 1st.
April 1st. Okay.
And it'll only run 6 months.
Good. Intelligent way of doing it. I love it.
Well, I think the voters.
I think
it passed with about roughly a 70-30 margin. Yeah. So I think while we all don't want to pay more taxes, this is a easy way.
Yeah, but it's not a tax burden on everybody at the same time. With sales tax, you get a lot of visitors into the area, and it's going to be good. Yeah, I just think it's a good thing. Final 40 seconds, Sheriff. Thanks for being here. And by the way, our prayers and thoughts with you, your department, and the personnel and the family. It's been a rough week.
Well, again, I just want to thank the public for all their support, their prayers that's come through. And last 30 seconds, I did announce that I'm running for re-election. And so I'll be seeking, this time it's a 4-year term, not a 2.
That. Thank goodness
so
for that.
we'll actually officially file for office in about 3 weeks.
Yep. Very good. We support our sheriff. Hope you do too. Looking forward to voting for you. Scott, Jerry?
It's been great. I enjoyed this show.
What a week. I'll tell you what.
He's had a tough week, though. I mean,
and I got my vehicle back.
Yeah, I thought I saw it. Yeah.
Yep.
Kent Chevrolet did a good job, huh?
Kent Chevrolet did an excellent job. Yeah. You're an old car guy. You may need to go look at it. I'll bet you'll have a hard time finding any repair on it. That's how good they did.
Got to run. See you tomorrow. Thanks, Sheriff, for being here. See you later.